Welcome back, Owls fans. Today, we're diving headfirst into what could be the most pivotal moment for Sheffield Wednesday in years. Danny Röhl is leaving. Yes, you heard that right, and there's a big name now firmly in the running to replace him. But here's the question I want you to keep in mind as we unpack this bombshell. Is promoting players from within really the answer for a club mired in chaos? By the way, Owls fans, we need your help. We're less than 300 subscribers away from reaching our goal of 1,000%. If you enjoy the content and want to stay updated on all things Sheffield Wednesday, take a moment to subscribe. It makes a huge difference. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Danny Röhl's exit. The writing has been on the wall since April when he reportedly told the club he wanted out. Fast forward 4 months, and he didn't even show up for pre-season training last Thursday. 4 months of uncertainty, negotiations, and whispers linking him to clubs across England and Germany, and yet, nothing materialized. Why? Because no one wants to touch him right now. And let's be honest, can you blame them? But while Röhl drags his feet, Sheffield Wednesday continues to spiral. Transfer embargo, a 3-window ban, late player wage payments. This isn't just bad management, it's a full-blown crisis. So, who steps up next? Enter Henrik Pedersen. Pedersen, the 47-year-old assistant manager, is reportedly open to staying at Hillsborough beyond his expiring contract. He's well liked by the squad, respected behind the scenes, and most importantly, he already knows the ins and outs of this troubled ship. Sounds perfect, doesn't it? Well, not so fast. Here's where things get tricky. Pedersen hasn't managed a team since 2019. Sure, he's had experience at clubs like HB Kogi and Eintracht Braunschweig, but those were hardly world-beating stints. Can he step into the pressure cooker that is Hillsborough right now and deliver results? Or will he simply become another casualty in Dafon Chanziri's never-ending circus? And speaking of Chanziri, why does it always feel like this man is playing chess while the rest of us are stuck playing checkers? Promoting Pedersen might seem like a safe move, a popular one even, but is it truly the best decision for the long-term health of this football club? We've seen time and time again how short-term fixes lead to long-term failure. Do we really need another stopgap solution? Imagine this. Pedersen takes over, the squad rallies around him, and there's a brief honeymoon period. Results improve, fans cheer, and everything feels okay again, for a moment. But then reality hits. The transfer ban cripples recruitment. Players grow frustrated. Momentum stalls. Suddenly, Pedersen looks less like a savior and more like another victim of Chanziri's mismanagement. Does that sound familiar? It should. We've lived through versions of this story before. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Pedersen can't succeed. In fact, if anyone deserves a shot, it's someone who's stuck by this club through thick and thin. But let's not kid ourselves into thinking a change in personnel alone will fix the systemic issues plaguing Sheffield Wednesday. That starts higher up, with accountability, transparency, and leadership. Until those pieces fall into place, any manager, whether it's Pedersen or someone else, is walking into a no-win situation. So, here's my challenge to you, the fans. If Henrik Pedersen does take the reins, will you support him unconditionally? Or will you demand answers from the top brass about why this club keeps lurching from one disaster to the next? Because make no mistake, the future of Sheffield Wednesday depends on all of us holding the powers that be accountable. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Should Pedersen get the gig, or is it time for a complete overhaul? Let's spark the conversation, and remember, the power lies with us, the fans, to shape the destiny of this great club.